Didn't that look good? Yeah. So welcome to the meat shed. This is where we do all of our meat, okay? We have meetings in here. Just kidding. Well, and this is just where we do all of our meat stuff, you know, processing, things like that. But a little something about myself. So I like to take recipes and do crazy things with them and make them my own. And so that's what we're going to do here today. What are we making? We're going to make gyros. Gyros. Okay, gyros, euros, however you want to say it. We're going to make them, but we're going to stuff them in sausage casing because, you know, why not? So the recipe I found calls for you to use calls for you to use a food processor, right? Chop it up real fine like a paste, stuff it in a pan, and then you bake it, and then you chill it, and then you can cut up, slice, and warm it up, right? You know what? I don't feel like doing that. Okay, I told a story. We actually will use a food processor for one thing, and that is we're going to process onion and garlic, kind of make it like a little puree. That way it kind of blends into the meat a lot better than have chunks of garlic and stuff in there. Other than that, that's it. Then we're just going to put it all together and mix it. So I'm just going to cut this thing in small chunks. It's actually a NutriBullet. I don't know if that's considered a food processor or not. I'll take get this one. For some reason, this top always wants to be an issue. You want the equivalent of about four cloves. So with this, half a teaspoon is a clove. So with this, you just got what's a teaspoon. But really, you know, measure with your heart. Put it on, and then you're gonna puree that thing up. Alright, calls for a pound of ground lamb. This is organic grass-fed beef. That's not the lamb, but it also calls for a pound of ground beef as well. This is the ground lamb. Alright, then you're gonna get your dry ingredients. You want about a teaspoon of rosemary, which would be about a sprig. Tablespoon of dried oregano. This is a tablespoon. Got your oregano. Dried marjoram, 2 teaspoons. Marjoram, if you didn't know, is like a basil. It's like the same family as basil, but a little bit milder and sweeter. So you got 2 teaspoons of marjoram. Alright. And of course the ingredients and everything will be in the description, so you don't have to worry too bad about it. 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. Boom. Now I got 1 teaspoon of cumin. And just salt. I'm gonna add all this here. Mix it on up. Tell you what, those onions, even after they're pureed, are very spicy. So now we're going to take it over here to our sausage stuffer. We've got our sausage casings right here. They were soaking in water for a little bit to open them up. They package them in salt. So they're you soak them in water so it opens them up. And that way you can slide them on. Alright, we're back on the Primal Meat Stead in the cooking arena, okay? Right here is our back porch. We've got our Rec Tech, pellet grill, Blackstone TV for all our viewing pleasures. Okay, so now it's time to cook our Gyro sausages. Okay, that's what we're gonna call them, Gyro sausages. So we'll fire up the Rectech, put about 365, let those cook, and while they're cooking, let's make some tzatziki sauce. I hope I said that right, because that's how it looks, and I feel like that's correct. Tzatziki. Okay, I'm gonna be frank with you for a second. Even though I'm Jesse, let's be frank. Was Frank serious? I want to know if Frank was serious. I know a Frank once. I've actually never known a Frank. Huh. Okay, so let's be serious for just a second. Tzatziki sauce is probably one of the easiest sauces to make. It's absolutely delicious. You're gonna have Greek yogurt, evil garlic container again, but some garlic, some cucumbers, dill. Okay, fresh dill is better, but it's not that time of year where I don't have any fresh dill. So we have dill and some lemons. And that's pretty much it. Because this is pretty much just for me, I'm just gonna make a small amount. So that's all I'm gonna need. That's about 2 tablespoons, I would say. And you're gonna open your garlic. There, we got it. Got it that time. Now you don't wanna go too much on the garlic, but garlic is good. Measure with your heart. Take a tiny thing of dill. Really, you could have done that last because it makes it a garnish if you really care that much. You're gonna take your lemon. Take about half a lemon, just squeeze some good juice in there. Okay, then you're gonna take your cucumber. Okay, we have little cucumbers. Got these little cukes. Basically gonna give myself a little square here. Not square, but square it up. Put it in my little cheese grater. And then do this. And you just mix it there. Then you can really just like season the taste. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there, and then you're just good. It's yummy, pretty good. It's time. So I don't have pita bread. I got naan. So it's just gonna have to work, but it's a little hot, but cooked it to an internal temperature of 165, a little over, but man, this turned out absolutely amazing. I don't have any lettuce or onions and tomatoes to go on it, but still delicious. Appreciate you. Catch you next one.